Konnichiwa, everybody, and glad you made it back to this new video. So I was curious about how the old Resident Evil 3, like Nemesis, compares to the remake when you put them side by side, and yeah, I wanted to check it out together. So just so you know, this isn't a playthrough like a classic one. I'm recording the voiceover after I played both of them, so I'm kind of reacting to my own video here, and I hope you like it. Let's go.
He was knocked unconscious instantly last week.
A citywide emergency has been declared.
The CDC has quarantined the lower Midwestern region of the U.S.
Commitment, honesty, integrity, these are the core values that create the foundation for Umbrella. It's this foundation that will continue to build a brighter future for all of us.
And I just love to see how they're making Nemesis, how huge his body is, and how many people I can gather around him, or have to gather around him just to make him. And I wonder, is this Chicago? Kind of looks like that. Yeah, and kind of does this count like an intro, like the first person thing? I think so. It's still a cutscene, so I'm counting this as an intro. So in the original it rains, and here it rains too, so it makes sounds effect. I chose to do the original over the Nemesis. I chose to make the remake over the Nemesis one, just because I have the playthrough for Nemesis already on my channel. So I thought let's do it like this. I will change up the order so you can decide which one you like more and watch it like that. And I'm adoring the art style, the looks, and those little touches that they gave the game. That's what really sells the game for me. The voices, the voice actors, and the performances. As I said, I'm in love with the voice of Carlos, so decide for yourself. And I'm not gonna lie, I expected a little bit more. When you watch my playthrough of Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, you can see that I kind of was looking forward to some key scenes in the game, and they were changed up by a lot. So most of it revolves around Nemesis, but I kind of, when this was released, I kind of didn't ask for this, and I still got it, and I was so happy, and I expected something, because the Resident Evil 2 remake was so good, and I kind of didn't got it, but got something else, and at this point, I have no idea if I like the Nemesis one or the remake one more. I kind of see them as both separate entities. You have those similar points, or the story doesn't change. There's a woman who's trying to escape the city, chased by a stalker, and she meets like mercenaries and tries to help them evacuate the people of Raccoon City. And that didn't change, but the whole picture didn't change, but the way how you get there to the end, to the final picture, changes. So yeah, you have to decide for yourself which one you like more. And I love the outfit all wraps around Nemesis' body. How brutal he is. Especially the part around his face is kind of making him so much creepier.
What the hell is that thing?
And Nemesis isn't as deadly in the remake as he is in the original. I think I died twice in the Nemesis while recording, so at the end you will see results that don't match up with the playthrough, because the playthrough for Nemesis consists of 3 separate save points that I did, because I kind of forgot how unpredictable he is. He is here too, but the dodging mechanic in the remake makes it so much easier for you to avoid him. Oh, and by the way, the voice of Nemesis is just incredible. It's so freakishly epic. It doesn't hold a candle to the original Nemesis voice, but that's the only voice that I really miss. Like every character that has been replaced, I can deal with that, but the original Star sound is unmatched. And until now, there hasn't been a good how you say interpretation of it. Like this one is very good. I can't complain. But looking or comparing the new voices to the old one, and then seeing how good everyone acts, I kinda like the original sound clip more. And this is Jay's bar. So, like in the original one, we are in front of the bar, and now we are inside.
Don't think about it. We're gonna make a run for it.
Come on, Jill. We know how this ends.
No, I don't.
Are we still a team?
Always.
Then do me a favor. Don't fuck
I
up like
love the interaction between Jill and the teammates, the people she knows, and then the contrast to the people she doesn't trust, like already at point zero.
Sorry.
The only safe place is in here.
Sir, what's your name? I can't just leave you behind.
It's Dario Rosso. And yeah, right. You just want to steal my safe house. Get your own, Missy.
Missy?
And I swear to God, every time I play this game without recording, I'm dodging this one. I'm kinda running into every enemy in this game that I normally would dodge. It's incredible. I swear to God, I'm good at this game. But come to think of it, I think I died also 3 times in the remake to some monsters. I don't think Nemesis killed me, but we're here to check.
Sorry. Come on. Start, damn it! It's my turn, bitch!
And I like how they made the remake a little bit more practical, that she uses all means to kind of dispose of Nemesis, like cars, like you know, buildings and structures there that she has in her way. I love this new design of Nemesis.
Hey, easy, lady. I got you.
Who are you? What are you doing?
Name's Carlos, and I'm saving you. Come on, let's get you someplace safe. I think we're in the clear.
Hope so.
We've been bringing survivors here.
Here where?
My guys have converted some subway cars into a shelter. It's safe.
I'm fine.
Personal space. Okay, I get it.
See, that's what I meant when I said when Jill doesn't know somebody, she's not trusting, not like, you know, say Leon maybe, or when he met Ada,
Never seen anything like it.
for example.
But it's no zombie. He knows what it wants and won't stop till it gets it. Don't you like that in a man?
No thanks. He's all yours.
Listen, I promise you're in good hands. I'm with the Umbrella Biohazard Countermeasure Service. BCS for short.
Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? You guys are the ones who caused all of this.
Whoa. What are you talking about? Look, we're just here to help people. What's wrong with Umbrella?
What's wrong with Umbrella? Oh my god. Your company is responsible for infecting everyone.
Yeah. I don't know anything about all that. Look, you don't have to trust me, but I'm going to the shelter. You coming? Come on. It's this way. Hey, Captain. This fine young lady could use our help.
I like how he noticed her badge and kind of quickly read what it says.
She is an elite operative of RPD, Special Tactics and Rescue Service. Her name is something Valentine.
It's Jill.
Nice to meet you, Jill. I am UBCS, platoon leader Mikhail Victor. My team was sent here to rescue civilians.
Right. How's that going for you?
The city is completely cut off, isolated. Most of the 100,000 civilians will wind up dead. Correction, undead. My platoon has suffered serious losses. Just keeping them alive is more than I can manage.
Well, you can thank your corporate overlords for that.
Yes. Well, we are doing all we can. If we can get this subway train moving, we can evacuate some survivors. But we need help. My men cannot do this alone.
All right. I'm in. But I am on their side, not yours.
Oh, hey. It's cool. We all want the same thing.
Thank you, Jill.
All right, Super Cop. Here you go. We can use this to stay in contact.
I know what a radio is.
Okay, first things first.
So I think in the remake, Mikhail's wounds are strictly zombie inflicted because of the conversation that he has with Nikolai later. Like at his arm, I think these scratches come from zombies. And this is kind of odd, watching myself play the game and give commentary afterwards. It's kind of hard, I have to say.
So what's the plan?
The old tanks got me clearing the tracks. You mind getting the subway infrastructure back online?
And how do I do that?
Let's start by restoring power.
I'm not used to
Copy that.
commentate over already existing stuff. I'd rather pause it and then give you my thoughts on it. But then this video would take like 10 hours because I would have to stop like every 5 seconds. And as you can see, I have an impressive collection of items. But that's not what we are about. We're about that raw experience. And I'm playing this as I would normally play it. I switch it up in the Nemesis one a little bit.
More survivors. We've got to get that train moving.
Just to kind of challenge myself. I swear to God, I also have good aim. What I'm kind of missing in the remake is the lack of dead bodies in the streets. You know, like just dead people, not just zombies, but also like corpses. You know, like they are in Nemesis. Like for example here, like on the left or on the right, everyone is reanimated.
Carlos, I've reached the main avenue. Which way do I go?
See a big transmission tower? That's the substation. You'll have to circle around through an alley to your right to get there.
You mean the alley that's on fire?
Maybe. Surely a tall drink of water like yourself can put out a few flames.
Fuck you.
I personally wouldn't risk just, you know, going around the city when I know there is a 10-foot monster chasing me. I would just run through those flames. Like this, you know. Always check if they are dead. Ah, that was a little too late, huh? Yeah, that was good. Past positive. Resident Evil playing Ghost. I also tried to collecting those upgrades for the G19 and combine them with the burst fire G19 that G18 that you find later in the game, but obviously it doesn't work. But it's a good weapon against the final boss fight. Jesus Christ, it's so hard to watch, and just kind of the urge to play this game, or both of these games, is so incredibly hard to resist. Ah, Jesus fucking Christ, I love Resident Evil. See, I'm a tactical genius. But nobody uses that trick. Kind of make some space. If you are playing this, you know, for yourselves, it's always better to dispose of these zombies as long as you have the ammo, because to most of these places, nemesis will get added afterwards. So you have to have this maneuvering space. It's always better to take out the enemies as long as you have the ammo.
This must be the subway company's offices. Hey look, we are at the parking garage that we were in at the beginning of the game. I kind of noticing these things here a little bit more, since they are only brief moments in the remake, and you could backtrack to them in the original. So they're in your memory a little bit more, and this has to do with the pace of the game, so I like it nonetheless. Ooh, that was a good dodge on my part. In the Nemesis 1. Ah, beautiful! I'm dodging one after another. Good job, skillful ghost. Ah, perfect dodge. Look at those. Dude, I'm kind of proud of myself. Oh, and this is by far my favorite scene in the game. Try to keep up.
Yeah, careful, careful. Come on, don't look at me like that, alright? I'm not infected. No, 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 wait, please!
What the fuck?
He was infected.
He might have been infected.
Oh, stars, this soft. No wonder so many of you dead.
And what are you, UBCS? Killing your own people?
He would have turned. There's your sense of self-preservation. Go back to the subway station. We don't need a bleeding heart like you getting in the way.
And what was that? 50 seconds? Something like that? And they made so much. That's what I said with the pace of the game. It just throws shit at you constantly, and it's so good. It's so good. It just describes the whole character of Nikolai, which is one of my favorite villains through the remake. I liked him in the original one, but in the remake I like him even that much more. Because, you know, he isn't evil. I mean, okay, if you want to shoot somebody, you're kind of evil. But, oh, these dogs I didn't dodge, as you can see. These are, I think, the same dogs, but beautiful dodge on that one that we just perfectly dodged on the way to the restaurant. Yeah, I think this is the spot that was kind of the way that it's blocked. Yeah, it's kind of this place. Of course, the electrical plant is a little bit farther away. And what I was saying, Nikolai, yeah, it's just, you know, what the fuck just happened at the end of this cutscene. I just love it. How they choose to introduce him to us. Oh, and it's Carlos, look at that. How late in the game we meet him here. It's really hard to keep up with the things that are happening on screen.
Like, oh, I don't even want to think about it.
Oh, I think the lady's home. Maybe.
Oh my god.
Ah, the dog is going crazy, so... Let's check the time. Yeah, I think she might be.
If only I had my lockpick.
Yeah, she's home. As you can hear. And I have to say, this is really disgusting.
Gross.
Very gross shit. When these brain suckers were introduced, I thought that they would be bigger, like in the original one, and they kind of portrayed them that way. I kind of think in the promotional footage. See those corpses lying around here in the original. I kind of miss that. It would give a little bit more atmosphere to the whole experience. Like in Operation Raccoon City, there are really badly mutilated corpses lying around, and the game isn't so good. But those little touches that they give you throughout the game, it's very interesting. How much you can do with just a little piece of scenery.
Okay. All that leaves is the main power switch.
Nah, that was satisfying. I kind of thought that there would something big would explode out of this, like the Gravedigger maybe or something.
Carlos, it's Jill. I've restored power to the subway.
Nice going. Next up is the traffic control system. It should be in the subway company's offices.
Right. I think I know the building.
Really? Way to go, partner. One step ahead.
Not your partner.
No, we're going there. Don't worry. We're getting there. And this part in the original is extremely dangerous. Because Nemesis can come in, or will come in, at the same point you try to exit him. And if you don't have any healing items on yourself, this can kill you. Or when you see this the first time, he definitely will kill you because you panic because you don't have room to maneuver around him. That is why I took the extra healing item. And just how he charges at you is incredible, is enough to leave you screaming. And we were extremely lucky here that he just threw us to the side. And we could use the opportunity to get the fuck out of there. This Nemesis stalking is by far my favorite one, but like in this area, but not this one especially. I think I make a video about my favorite Nemesis stalking and how it's portrayed, because when we were kids and we were playing this thing left us the whole room screaming. It was me, my best friend, one other friend, and his sister. And it was kind of like something like that you weren't expecting this to happen. The whole scenery just screamed, oof. I just survived that, and well, in the end you didn't. And always remember to damage him with grenades or explosions, so that he drops nice little piece of equipment or ammo for you. Because every encounter kinda has that option to just, you know, damage him at to this point. Explosions are the fastest way.
What? Run! Come back to the station.
Not until I get traffic control online.
And I also like it that they make the G18, the burst fire model, a separate model, because you don't burn through the ammo like you do, for example, with Leon's Matilda, when you get the final update or upgrade for the weapon. And I also don't like the look of the Matilda with the handle, you know. Oh shit. Yeah, that's him. And he to this day, I think I played it like 50 times already. The game manages to jump scare me, but with those huge jumps, which I love, by the way. Awesome design decision, by the way, Capcom. And also remember, I'm doing this commentary mainly for the remake, so when you are watching the switched over version where the original one is at the center of the attention, the voiceover is for the remake. Oh shit, fuck me. Oh, he scared me again. Dude, when I turned around and I saw him, I remember this moment. I was like, fuck. Is he gonna come in or something? And I think this animation where he drags you to himself, this is a wasted opportunity, because he doesn't do anything with it when you compare it to the other reflexes that he has, how fast he is. But my reflexes are awesome as well. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Is he in here? No. Oh, he is. Oh, there he is. Okay. Shit, I can't dodge for shit, let me tell you. I think he saved me with that because I was about to run into that zombie. Yeah, that one. See what happens? I have no idea what I'm doing wrong here. Normally my timing is perfect, but, well.
Okay, back again.
Exhibit A. And they also switched up the placement of the wound of Mikhail. Here we have it on the left side, the bullet wound, and the bites are on the right side in the remake.
Carlos, I'm in the control room. Now what?
Nice. Now you gotta plot out a route.
Okay, give me a second. Alright, where are we headed?
The train is stopped at Redstone Street. We need to reach Fox Park Station. Can you program that in?
Hey, I'm Super Cop. Consider it done.
I think she's warming up to Carlos. Now, told you, we're getting there.
Please enter our route.
Those ASMR sounds.
Valid route confirmed.
Carlos, it's me. I finished inputting the subway route.
Jill, you are amazing. Tough as nails, too. Hurry back to the station. We'll make sure the subway's ready to depart.
So how's your lockdown going? I hope they're opening the gyms soon. The gym that I have a membership to opened the first what do you call them? The first spots in Germany. So this is kind of cool. So makes me kind of hope that I can work out again soon. I'm working out with the videos that Jeff Cavalier puts out. I can really recommend them. They're kind of best to get your blood pumping. Of course, it's best when you have your own gym or cables that you can work with. But if you're like me, if you're in the middle, if your apartment is in the middle of the city, there's no other way than just run around and do those exercises on screen. But at least you're doing something, right?
What the hell is it doing to them?
See, the explosion is by far the fastest way to get the container out of him. Because you can do it with a gun also, I think, but the overall damage isn't worth it because you lose most of your ammo doing that compared to a grenade. And there's not much places you can use the grenades effectively or as effectively as against Nemesis. Because you get a grenade launcher in like, what, the next 5 minutes? Now that is some precise, fast-paced action. And given the scenario, would you enter a place that says safety here in a place like Raccoon City? I kind of don't know. And this is one of these little touches, kind of nods at the original that they just fit in to not slow the pace of the game down, which I like. Well, it's Resident Evil. It's zombies. There's nothing that I cannot like. Everything is better with zombies. Trust me, I know. And funny thing about this lockpicking thing is you get a trophy for unlocking every lock in the game, but when I first played this, I'm 100% sure I didn't get all of the locks.
Nice job, Super Cop. I'm impressed.
We back in business?
Yeah, mostly. But we need 30 to 40 minutes to finish maintenance. Nikolai, how are we doing?
The town's crawling with those freaks. No chance of fighting our way out of the city. Why is she here?
She's helping get the trains running again.
Bad time to start carrying dead weight through. She's unreliable. Can't pull the trigger when it counts.
Hey, take it easy.
She'll get you killed.
And I also notice how nicely the camera shakes in those cutscenes.
Sorry about that. Everyone's a little worked up. Oh, come on. Not again.
It's me he's after.
Hey.
I'll buy you some time.
You are plenty brave, baby. You are plenty brave.
Damn it.
Come on, you
in those 100 million times that I played this freakishly part here. Those you want stars, I give you stars. This line, there was only one instance where I managed to do it without him hitting me. And I have no idea why they implemented here.
This might work.
Okay, fuck our safety. Let's get the container. Something good might be in it.
Not my chance. Carlos, do you copy? Carlos! Oh, shit. Oh, I need to find another way out.
And come to think of it, we don't have a section like that in the original, do we? You have this kind of short part that you run through the cemetery. Yeah, but this isn't in the original. Yeah. Yeah, use the moment of peace to check out what he dropped. And in the manhwa version of the game, Nemesis has these kind of containers strapped to him. I have no idea why, but in the manhwa version, they kind of made it our mechanic or. I have no idea, Joe. And they kind of made it a thing that he's carrying around those boxes for maybe Umbrella employees. I don't know.
I'm definitely burning these clothes.
And don't get cocky, because I kind of thought that I know the game enough to, you know, fuck around with him a little bit. But look how fast he closed the distance. And this is our first death in the game. And I kind of left that in just to show you don't get cocky, even if you think you know the game. And of course, there's gonna be one person that does the game without damage and everything. And I know I'm a loser for getting myself killed, but nothing you could do, I guess. And it kind of extends the playtime a little bit. I think the first time around when I played this, I was at 9.5 hours at the end, total playtime. You can tell me your final time in the comments. I think that was our first bathroom break here. Yeah, and at this point, I think we can shift our attention to the original one a little bit for this heartbreaking moment where Carlos is dead. Oh no, he isn't. Look.
I'm definitely burning these clothes.
Kind of looked like a huge chicken without feathers. And this is the grenade launcher, the first time you can get it. And I had some people legit tell me that they missed the grenade launcher and the Magnum during the first playthrough. And granted, I also missed the grip attachment for Carlos at my first playthrough, but the Magnum, okay, I give you that. That might be a little bit of secret to find, but the grenade launcher, when I was trying out the infinite weapons here, I specifically remembered I didn't took the shotgun and I didn't took the grenade launcher because they were taking up 2 spaces at some point in the game. And right before you are fighting the transformed nemesis, when you get out of the subway car, you can collect them again. So you have to really get out of your way to miss those weapons, and I think my friends were exaggerating a little bit. And comparing this to the original game, it's incredible how much you actually backtrack through those same locations, and you just go forward without being linear. I kind of have the feeling in the remake. It's that's what I meant when I said I have no idea which one I liked more, because both are just incredible games, and the first one is kind of, I don't know, it's kind of more of a game you play around with it. It's just trial and error, when the remake is just right in your face. Here are your tools, just go forward. It's the best way to describe it, for me at least. Okay. In the remake, or I think in the Resident Evil 2 remake also, you cannot take health items above your maximum health. So like when you're fine, I think you can only take those herb mixes, those 3 herb mixes, like red, blue and green, which is also the color of the stones that we put in the clock mechanism, or the opening mechanism for the door in the original, and the upgrades in the remake. See? Keeping our distance here. Oh shit! I kinda thought that was it. How much can he take? Dude, 5 bullets. It's 6... What the fuck? Am I counting wrong? Did I reload in between those shots? Shit, that was the last shot, finally. Or maybe I missed. Was kind of a little bit caught up in what's happening on screen. Yeah, and here we got the electrical plant in the original version. Huh. What was that shake he did? Never noticed it in the original. When I was playing it. And that's the kind of thing, when you watch yourself play, it's kind of, I kind of can't believe that this is me playing. Of course, when I run into zombies and fuck up those dodges, I really legit can't say, okay, that's me. But watching this gameplay, it's kind of tough to react to it, because, as I said, I like this game so much. I rather play it myself and react on spot, because this kind of reaction is filtered, I think, is the best way to describe it. Because I cannot convey the anger that I felt when they first attacked me. I don't think you heard it in my voice, how disappointed I was, or how disappointed I am with myself when I miss a dodge, or a perfect dodge. You see?
Looks like it needs a power
This
source.
something like this, for example. I always forget these kind of things when I'm recording. And I also noticing the struggle to get these goddamn doors open in the original. I hate these these riddles so much. This one especially. This one and the water purification sample at the end. And though I think I did it first time while recording this. Of course, this will be a struggle for the next 10 hours.
Carlos, can you hear me now?
Jill. Oh, thank God. Everything okay?
Yeah, I'm alive. I lost him.
Great. The subway's ready to go. We'll leave as soon as you make it back.
And this just little moment when he grabbed her, it was like, oh, nice seeing you here, and and she was like, holy fucking shit. I don't believe that he found me, but I think what has happened is he was looking for her in this general area, and then he overheard her talking with Carlos, and then he was like, damn, she's here, and that just shows you how sharp his senses are. Well, Nemesis senses. As I drop my pen. And hey, look, we are at the, well, basically at the same point in both games. We're heading up here, and in this construction site we will fight. I swear to God, I'm good at this game. We are heading up top and gonna fight. Although this, in the original one, the building wasn't on fire, but I think this is, oh, sorry. This is the same location. I kinda throwing my pen out around here. A fucking flamethrower. I thought the rocket launcher was already dangerous. And I also like how this kind of ominous toy uncle head, bubble head, is kind of always in the distance somewhere. Like it would be foreshadowing something or some of that sort. And he is relentless. The strength of this fucker is just incredible. I estimate the flamethrower would be like, I don't know, at least 50 kilogram to hold. And then the tank, what can it hold? Let's see. like 500 liters. Just in my head, because yeah, something around 500 would be possible, and he jumps around like it was nothing. And what I noticed is every explosion kind of exposes a little bit more of his body, and the body is growing. So I think this suit, this wrapped up, this wrapping tape has a technical usage as well to prevent the body from just exploding into something we will see later in the game. and I bet you everyone made that kind of fall when they were a kid, and it just knocks the air out of you, and you're thinking you're dying. The first time I took a plunge like that, I was legit thinking that was it. It's over.
It's Jill. Do you read me?
Loud and clear. You all right?
Yeah. Bastard's dead.
Good. Fuck him. What were you thinking? Turning yourself into bait. You could have been killed.
Don't start. I did what I had to.
I know. And thanks. The subway's ready to go. Hurry back.
And just so you know, this building isn't in Resident Evil 2. I especially checked.
RPD dispatch, this is 153. I'm trapped in North Garden with 3 civilians. West side, cafeteria, back of the kitchen. One of us is injured and immobilized. Please advise.
And I watched a YouTube video on someone who noticed this broadcast, and they were saying that, and the video was saying that this might be Kevin from Resident Evil Outbreak, because it matches up with the situation that they were in. That they were in the bar, and one of them couldn't walk, and it might be even the bar that we were in where Brad got bitten. Might be something, just a fruit for thought, to don't leave you just empty-headed. Yeah, see, this is the point where the shotgun becomes 2 spaces. And that's something that I didn't wanna risk when I was already packing 2 huge weapons, like the grenade launcher and the infinite machine gun.
Kaboom! Shit, Jill.
Kendo, you're all right.
Yeah, all right's a stretch. Sorry, I got a little jumpy there. Didn't know quite what to expect.
No shit. Look, we're using the subway to get people out of town. You in?
Subway.
Well, that's good thinking.
When we get out, there's gonna be a lot to do. We could use a man of your skill set. What's wrong?
Nothing. Just bad timing is all. Yeah. Look, don't worry about me. I'm gonna make other arrangements, okay?
You better. You're the best gunsmith around.
Oh, no.
Don't do anything stupid.
Oh, that's your job, right? Take care, Jill.
And when Jill is doing some of these face expressions, she kind of looks like Mila Jovovich from the later Resident Evil movies like Afterlife and Retribution. And the model is also a Russian model, I think, for the face of Jill, or someone from the Ukraine, something like that. They kind of have this kind of beauty to them. This specific beauty. Yeah, as I said, this burning building in the distance isn't featured in Resident Evil 2 remake. There's not even something like, you know, a cloud or anything. There's just a building there. And it's about the height of the white canvas wall that the building is in Resident Evil 2 remake. There he is. This is his second form, like with those big arms. I think this is supposed to be the clock tower nemesis after he got wounded by Carlos. So form B, you might even say. And look, this is kind of the same thing with the rocket launcher here and this back alleys.
Jill, you okay?
Carlos, that monster's on my ass again.
Are you shitting me?
So the remake and the original kind of overlap here as well. This is kind of awesome to see. And let's see, I think in the original one we are about to head out. I think we have everything now, so the cable car can move.
Jill, you there? I think I know how to slow that fucker down. Head back towards the station.
And lead him right to you?
It's okay. Trust me.
So I think we're gonna overlap again here. This is this is kind of awesome to watch. I like it. I like it. I didn't knew how this would turn out, but it's pretty cool. Here's something's coming at us, and this kind of reaction, Jill's reaction to this moment is just, this is insane. I think this kind of displays how still she doesn't believe that this is happening. This guy is tearing the whole city down just to get her. And when you think about it, it's like, dude, I was living here just yesterday, and now dead people are roaming the streets. Something huge is beautiful dodge. Something huge is following me around. It's trying to kill me. It's just love these games. Love them so much. Yeah, it seems like we are ready to go in the original. And this is the spot that corresponds with the clock tower scene from Carlos. Where he does something stupid and heroic.
You okay? Go.
Just how he stays behind and just tries to fuck him up. Not on my watch, bitch. Boom.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Carlos, I know we didn't get off to a great start, but thanks for the save.
Hey, you saved my ass first. You're a hell of a lot braver than me.
Well, what matters is that we can get everyone out of the city now.
Yeah, you'll be safe.
What about you?
From the sound of it, I won't be catching the train.
Why not?
No, there'll be new orders. If it means I can help save the city, it's fine by me.
Good work. Your reputation is well deserved. Get inside. The subway's about to leave. Carlos, Tyrell, you have your orders. You need to go back out into the city and find Nathaniel Bard.
This isn't the last ride out of town, right?
Do not worry. Once the civilians are safe, the train will be back.
It's all right. You go on ahead. I'm not gonna die on you, leave you in a cold, cruel, Carlosless world.
Okay.
You'll need to find this scientist. His vaccine research could save us all.
You see? You're learning. The only life that matters is your own.
Good luck.
Now that was a beautiful dodge on my part there. Just kind of pat myself on the back. Just so you know, I died on this part, so this is kind of
You don't really think a pencil pusher like
kind of an edited version already.
I have it on good authority. Why? Are you worried about teammates? Or something else? Funny how brainless zombies can ambush a platoon like that. Funny the gate was locked. Don't you think?
What was that? How is this fucker not dead yet?
Just know they're gone. Come, this way.
Nikolai, what are you doing?
It's not after me.
Nikolai gets it. And oh, so here we are, my favorite scene in the original.
Get off my train, shitbird!
Boom. And I kind of, what I don't like about the remakes, both of them, is the reaction that characters have on some encounters with the big baddie of the game. And this is something right here. The next section of this game is what caught me completely off guard, because I wasn't expecting it. You know, visiting the Raccoon City Police Department with Carlos and get to roam around in it, which I really appreciate, and I like it a lot.
With your hot date? No, she's not like that.
And as I was saying, I have no idea how you can be on a train, a moving platform. There's an explosion and there's a monster that's chasing you relentlessly through the city, and you see what it can do, and you have only limited space, and your first reaction is to run at him and trying to take him down with whatever means. But also remember, you are on a train, you are at the disadvantage here. He survived grenades throwing at his feet, which I don't see Jill doing, you know. And Resident Evil 2 remake also kind of has this problem where Claire just reacts to William. Oh, this is a good one. How they worked it in here. I like it.
Come on, man. Not you too. Sorry.
Yeah, how Claire reacts to William at the end. You know what's going on in your head, that your first thought is, shit, I can take this fucker. I have no idea, but anyway, I like it. I like it nonetheless.
Come get some.
Oh, and here we go, the original favorite scene of all time. I would like to see it like that, but the remake is also very good. Just Mikhail's struggle is shown better in the original. It's more intense.
You look better in the poster, Brad.
But then again, it doesn't have Nikolai, so...
Somebody didn't have time to put...
Well, he comes around in the next 5 minutes. So in my playthrough of Resident Evil 3 Nemesis, I stayed in the cable car, so the cutscenes in the clock tower will be slightly different, and the Nemesis fight will also be different. And I always thought that when you stay in the car, Carlos makes it easier. Well, kinda no, it makes it harder, because the rocket launcher is way easier to dodge than his punching attacks. And when he grabs you way faster when he doesn't have the rocket launcher.
Sorry, poster boy.
And I think the damage is about the same that you have to put out to take him down in the clock tower fight.
Where'd that cop go?
I think Marvin went upstairs into one of these barricaded rooms.
Then Bard's in the STARS office. Let's find him and take him into custody.
Custody? I thought this was a rescue.
Carlos, take a look at this. I've located the STARS office. Remember, Bard had access to Umbrella's darkest secrets. He knows we'll try to keep him under our thumbs.
So this search and rescue mission is really more like find and detain. Right. Good to know.
I'll open the shutter so you can get through.
You stay here and find out what's been going on here at the station.
Call you if I find anything. Hey! Be careful.
Yeah. You too, man. All right, you want me to keep out? I'll keep out.
And I like what they did with the station here, kind of barricaded the doors, covered this up here. I think Marvin is trying to get first aid, you know, just treat that wound that was inflicted upon him.
Area looks clear.
I always kind of love to role play this a bit. You know, oh shit. Can we go through here? Is it clear? Is it safe? Some shit like that. You just, you know, in my head. I think Marvin went up this way because he has the key, or might have the key to these doors.
Now here's a weird fucking door.
Leave it. We're here for Bard.
You might have noticed I didn't took the backpacks back there because these are backpacks that you can unlock extra via the shop menu, so I left them there. And the first time I saw this in Resident Evil 2, this scene, this corpse that will be lying, this guy that fell down there, I knew that this was what happened. I kind of, in my heart, I knew this was how it happened. The liquor just, you know, stabbed him with the tongue. But I have no idea how this happened. How this guy managed to get impaled like that.
Here we go.
See, my dodging skills are as shitty with Carlos as they are with Jill.
T, you copy? There's something real nasty in here. I don't know what it is.
Something nasty. All right. I'll take a look with the cameras. Watch your six.
And I thought that when you come back to T and check him out, he might give you some extra dialogue, and he did, but it was kind of like, hey, you chickened out or shit. I thought he might give you some intel. Hey, this guy, oh my fucking god, I get getting torn to shreds here. But the extra dialogue wasn't nothing special. But it's incredible how good it feels to shoot zombies with the machine gun. And I kind of always wanted to know what's it like to, you know, to just wail or lay in with a machine gun on a horde of zombies. I thought that it can't be that hard, but it's, as in the intro shown, that one umbrella soldier that's surrounded by zombies and just shoots his rifle off into them, and then they just keep going. This is exactly how it feels, how I imagined it, and it's awesome. Just fucking childhood. Awesome, beautiful aim on my part again. And we are in the middle of the clock tower during the original gameplay. We can turn our attention to that for a moment. And with the ammo situation is I was trying to only use as much as I had before I was killed, because I didn't save. I got cocky, I won't lie. And the nemesis right before the gravedigger killed me. I was 100% sure that I have enough health to dodge around him, but that wasn't the case, and he fucked me up real good. And thank goodness I had a save that I created to do some extra videos, and I could come back there and just, you know, recreate the circumstances that I was in, the ammo that I had, and I was trying to not exceed 40 shotgun shots, and I think we were also at 40 enhanced shots. So it's the gameplay is give or take 5 or 10 minutes, maybe best. It's also the same with the remake, because I was taking breaks to drink something, to eat something, to you know, bathroom breaks, because I'm the kind of person that has to pee like every 5 minutes. So I have no idea how I managed it to get this far in the commentary without a bathroom break. I'm not drinking, I'm not eating, I'm putting my health at a risk here for you guys, so I hope you appreciate that.
Carlos, the STARS office is up ahead.
Copy that.
Look, I just shot right up his spinal cord. And that's a beautiful straight line. Didn't do anything, but hey, I tried. And this is one of the parts that I thought that someone at Capcom has forgot about, you know, the huge hole in the wall, because I was really looking forward to fighting Nemesis with Carlos at this point, because I was looking forward to hearing his commentary on when he would fight him, but that didn't happen. I don't know if the idea was scrapped maybe, or it wasn't supposed to be here from the beginning. I have no idea. Because I also cannot explain the hole that's in the wall in the second one, because Mr. T wasn't here, or maybe he was at that point. The tyrant was wandering around the station. Who can say? And what I like about the remake also is how effective a bioweapon these zombies are. Because as you saw, he was right behind me, and I was so caught up in what I was doing that I didn't even notice. And most of the reasons that I get bitten here or snuck up behind is that I kind of think, dude, they're slow. I can do my things that I want to do, and they still won't hit me. But that's the fatal mistake you make.
For fuck's sake. Why is it blocked?
And I think that's what makes these zombies, potential lickers, such a great weapon.
Carlos, I've hit a dead end with the terminal here. Gotta head your way.
Copy that.
I thought this hole was made by Nemesis, you know, that the way I pictured it is that Joe was in the station. He was trying to, you know, navigate through the station. Some places like the way to the STARS office was blocked. So she was trying to make her way around, and then he just, you know, punched through the wall, and that's how this wall happens. But yeah, seems not. And in the Nemesis version, we are also again at one point that I really hate, which to this day I have no idea how this works. I remember reading up on a walkthrough that describes these statues and these pictures, how you can navigate the time that the skeleton adds time, and the childhood picture takes time away. But to this day I have no idea which stone has which effect on which clock. So you're free to explain it to me, but I kinda, my brain doesn't work that way. Or if you are someone that can explain this to me, then you have my respect. And this, by the way, this is the barricade. Those beautiful timing, but I also managed to fuck it up. So those barrels barricade the way that we saw from back there. That's the barricade. And my hair is starting to look like Carlos' hair.
Dr. Bard.
Oh, thank God. Do you know how long I've been trying to reach somebody?
Don't worry, we're gonna get you out of there. Just tell me where you are.
I'm trapped in a goddamn hospital, surrounded by every kind of abomination. Look, just send in STARS. They're gonna know what to do.
No, negative. RPD's overrun too.
Then figure it out! Umbrella's gone crazy. They're killing all the researchers. I am the only one who knows how to make the vaccine to stop the zombies. So you can either sit there with your dick in your hand or send somebody who's capable of getting me the hell out of here.
What a charmer.
Yeah, you would. You heard what he said. We can't turn him over to the company.
That's not our call to make. That's Mikhail's call. I'm gonna check the computer, see if I can trace the doc's location. This'll take some time. Look around, see if you can find anything useful.
Oh yeah, the kid still got it.
Let that be a lesson to all dartboards.
that Jill in the front
So seeing as Carlos reacts to everything around him, I really would like to have a nemesis fight with Carlos. And as I can see, I'm still fighting against those 3 fucking pictures. I really hate this riddle. Because with the other ones, I can at least comprehend those numbers, those stripes. At least I can comprehend it, but this one is just pure nightmare fuel.
Yeah, what's up? Derailed. Was anyone hurt?
Jill?
Ah, shit. Wait, what? Jill! Jill, what happened? Jill, come in! T, I gotta go.
Do what you gotta. I'll take care of Bard.
Dude, did we do it? Yeah, I think we did it. Beautiful. It took only like as half an hour as always. And when I got poisoned here in the original, I thought that was it, because this is the moment that also I kind of die, because I get myself trapped in between those spiders, and they just poison you to death. One just spit at you, then the other one bites you, and you get caught up in between them, and most of the time this means certain death.
Am I the only one who made it?
This is the place that I was talking about. On the barrels right there was the grenade launcher, and on the chair right next to it was the shotgun. So missing them is really hard. Of course, if you played it on Nightmare, which I didn't do at the time of this recording, this might be different. So I can't say for sure. But my friends aren't the people that just start a game on the hardest difficulty right away. They kind of like me, where they trying to enjoy the story. And normal, most of the time, is a good experience. Especially for a game like Resident Evil, where you can tell, most of the time can tell, if or how much damage you are doing. And this one right here is a perfect example how easy it is to underestimate the encounters with the zombies, because I mean, look, we have 2 or 3 zombies right here, and they just managed to close in on me so fast, because they're not stopping. A beautiful dodge. Beautiful dodge, Ghost. This is just pure skill right here. Professional at work. Jesus. Oh, see, I forgot about that one, and then I paid dearly. On Nightmare, this could have been the end of me. Here, I just thought, fuck it, we're getting the fuck out of here.
Walker's still alive. I can't stay here.
Oh, and look, also this thing right here. Jill is at the clock tower nemesis fight, which we are gonna be just in mere seconds. And I think this is the statue in the that we can run around. Yeah, this one, that one in the back.
Bitch can't even swim. Carlos, respond.
Yeah, what's up?
We didn't make it. The train derailed.
Derailed? Was anyone hurt?
No, everybody's dead. Mikhail, everybody.
Ah, shit.
Nikolai left us to die.
Wait, what?
What the fuck?
The first time I saw this transformation of Nemesis, I was scared shitless because this transformation is awesome and terrifying at the same time. Because when I was, you know, kind of replaying this in my mind and imagining how this transformation would look, I thought that he would look something like in the Umbrella Chronicles, the Resident Evil 3 episode. But this is the stuff of nightmares. I mean, he looks so incredible. Every time I see him, it impresses me just like the first time. You know, with a girl, when you say I love you like it's the first day. With Nemesis, it's I'm impressed. Every time I'm impressed, as it would be the first time. I can't even talk. That's how impressed I am. And still, I'm kind of stunned on how good these game playthroughs overlap with each other. That at these key points we're almost kind of the same. It's just kind of cool to see it how it works out. And the original fight is way more difficult, but this one is way more intense because you don't have the means to defend yourself the way that you have in the remake. Like, for example, you don't have ammo lying around the field that you can collect. Then you have the poison, the virus that's also tearing away at your health. But then again, here Nemesis is much more mobile, and he can, I think I'm in a dangerous state now. Yeah, he can just, with one jump, he can just clear out 75% of your health, which is also a fact to consider. And don't get tired of seeing him move. I just love it. I just love it. Oh, Jesus Christ! Seeing both of these games side by side is really something else. It's very awesome. I think my dog is kind of squeaking at the door.
Right, let's do this. Stop it!
gotta crap out on me now? God damn it.
But with the original fight, I think there wasn't much to figure out. That's the reason why you don't have this much ammo lying around, because Nemesis was already established and it was clear that he can attack you at every point in time. So you also should go prepared, or go out prepared. No, we're not done yet, lady. And her face in this moment is just priceless. It's like, are you fucking kidding me with this thing? I managed to do so much, and then you just get me with this kind of bitch move. And the thought that Nikolai was watching the whole fight from some kind of corner or one of these buildings, it just blows my mind. How cold he is, leaving someone just lying there for roughly half a day. I think this is the part where Leon and Claire come into the city.
Hey, answer me. God damn it. Tyrell, do you copy?
What's going on?
Jill's been infected. I'm taking her to the hospital. Maybe Dr. Bard can save her.
All right, I'll meet you there.
You hang in there, Super Cop. I got you. Fight it, Jill. I'm gonna get you the vaccine. You're gonna be okay. I promise.
And I'm kind of shocked on how much health items I'm having right now. Those two huge first aid sprays. This is gonna be a huge help, because with the hunters here, they can one-shot kill you, but in a different way. In original, that they would more dangerous when you were further away from them, but in this one, they are when they come in close. This is where you're gonna die, so you don't want them to get too close.
Where's Bard now?
Gotta be the lab in the back. Stay frosty, I'm on my way.
Copy. I'll go on ahead.
The third first aid spray. Yeah, kind of shocking. I didn't notice in the playthrough, or I didn't took it into consideration that much.
I don't got time for this!
And the original, in the original, we are making the vaccine right now, and I think this is the same kind of base or procedure that Jill is doing here in the remake, like kind of this, just mixing this and that together, and then you get the vaccine. Like you get the base and medium, and then the kind of the combination, you have to go like mid, high, low is I think the combination that gives you the vaccine in the remake. And these gamma hunters, I think they are absent from the remake, but we get those chicken kind of dinosaur things that can swallow you whole. Holy shit. 3 mixed herbs. We are unkillable, basically.
Dr. Bard, are you in there? I'm here to rescue you. Open the door.
No voice match found.
Voice match? What kind of sci-fi bullshit is this? Open sesame.
No voice match found.
This is Nathaniel Bard. Open the door, please.
No voice match found.
Come on, let me in, you piece of shit.
No voice match found.
Guess it has to be the voice of someone with clearance.
No voice match found.
No, shut the fuck up. I'm gonna be back, and you're gonna be sorry. Yeah, always check, always double tap before you move on. As you saw in the earlier playthrough, that I kind of stabbed the zombie before I move on, because they can jump you when you think you're done, and well, you're kind of not. And I love the creepy atmosphere that this hospital is giving me here. I think the only more creepier thing in at night would be a school. Like in Fear 2, you have the school, and I remember when we had parties at our school. You know, when we were in 4th grade or something like that. That we had these parties, you know, with music, with candy and shit, you know, acting as we were grown up, and partying all night when basically the party was over at 10 p.m. we kind of could walk around the school, and I swear to God, when I was going to use the toilet, and there I was the only one there. Like upstairs, maybe for some little privacy, you know. I swear to God, there was nothing more creepier than a school at night. Yep, and the original, I think, yeah, we're done. We have the vaccine. We're going back to Jill.
Not this way.
And the first time around, that was the way to the Magnum. This one I missed here. That the grip was here lying. The tactical grip. I think that's just. I was here. I jumped over the fence there, or over the thing here, and I didn't notice the grip there. But when I was here with Jill, which we are gonna be in a few minutes, I kind of was exploring the hospital, and just by mere coincidence, I just pushed up against that wall, the barricade, and found the lightning hawk. I don't think that if I would just run through here, that I would found it. But this is the reason why I took around 10 hours the first time I was playing this, because I just wanted to take in the scenery, just look at the skybox, look at the buildings around me, because this is a game I waited about 20 years for. So the first time always is something special, but I'm watching my gameplay right now, and I know once this is done, I am gonna play one of these games, like the original or the remake. By the way, I tried this save with Jill. Like when you leave it closed, when you come back here as Jill, it will be open. So just open it as Carlos. You get an extra magazine for it. And as much as I would like to see the nemesis that we are seeing on the original, right now, this kind of buffed up tentacles all over nemesis, the new one is also very incredible. And if you would ask me which one I like more, I couldn't tell you, because I love them both. I have no idea how to describe that. That you don't ask for something, or you ask for something to be done, and they just steamroll you with the concept that they come up with. I love that. And I think we're a lot ahead with in the original, because if I remember correctly, the original is the playthrough that I made is around 25-30 minutes shorter than the remake. So sometimes it might feel that the remake is shorter because of the constant barrage of action that is thrown your way, and the original is longer because you have to backtrack through these locations. So I would like to know what you like more, just constant action without being linear, of course, or backtracking, because it's about the same, only what you do with your 3 to 5 hours, let's say, is I wonder what you like more, because I honestly couldn't decide. Because if I would show this to 13-year-old me, well, first my head would explode, my brain would melt, just by the look of the sheer look of the graphics, and then if I would sit side by side and play this and that, the new one and the old one, I honestly couldn't tell you, because I always try to with this kind of remakes, I always kind of try to get in the state of mind when I was a kid. What would I think? about this kind of game concept and stuff. Most of the time I manage to do that, but with these two games I have no idea which one I would like more. And the hunter you know, concept, the art, the whole design of this thing is just incredible. It just screams killer. I love it. The mouth, the claws, just the body, that little tail thing that they have. Also very cool. Reminds me of the lizard from the Spider-Man, the Amazing Spider-Man movie. And I thought two hunters were dangerous in the previous games, the third-person games. No, the you know, fixed angle tank control games, that they were dangerous. But actually here they are just deadly. Two hunters are just the death of you. And the tank control Resident Evils, the OG REs, they kind of don't translate that zombie feeling as good as a third-person game does, just for the fact that when you can see the back of the zombie, you can ask them, you know, like when you are in front in this fixed area and the zombie is coming at you, you can estimate the distance way better. Which in the third-person view you mostly cannot, because you are always like, well, I can push him back a little more, or just one more shot, which mostly results in fatal flaw. I think the third person makes it way more difficult to estimate the distance between you and the enemy. And just the beefy look of the hunter is just incredible. Oh, perfect. And I love how I reacted to that. Beautiful thing, beautiful jump. Normally I would run past him, but this is, oh. Now that is some way to react to this encounter. Well, I'm kind of proud of myself. Well, past goes, you are doing well. This room right here in the remake isn't necessary that you go in there, but there are massive supplies here that you will need in just moments, like those grenades that can just you know, stun enemies, stun zombies. What also is different is that you cannot use those grenades as self-defense items, which I only noticed because I was replaying Resident Evil 2 to check out some similarities or locations, how they looked before Resident Evil 3. I noticed that you cannot use those, or well, I noticed right away, but the fact, the idea just came to me when I was playing Resident Evil and I got attacked, and you just shoved the grenade up a zombie's mouth.
All I wanted to know was what the documents were doing in your office in the first place. Who do you think you're talking to? I'm goddamn Nathaniel Bard. I'm the best biologist you'll ever meet, you bedpan-changing waste of a nursing degree. Of course I have connections higher up. Of course the military consults with me on projects beyond your comprehension. So stop wasting my time with your nosy questions.
I'm sorry, Doctor.
You didn't read the documents, did you?
No, I shredded them just like you asked.
Good. Good. If that's all, you can go back to wiping your patient's ass. That's what they pay you for, right? And polish my shoes.
Yes, sir.
I bet you know a lot about polishing, don't you? Now fuck off and don't say a word to anyone.
Wow. What a douche.
So I'm estimating that the whole time we are spending in the park, we will spend in the hospital here.
Tyrell, Bard's dead. He's been shot.
Shit. And the vaccine?
I'm looking.
Well, look harder. There's gotta be a computer, right?
This is VRC Chief Nathaniel Bard, September 29, 11 p.m. I am acutely aware that my time's running out. And I hope and pray, by making this recording and bringing the truth to light, that I can restore some small shred of honor to my name. All of Raccoon City's suffering began with the release of a biological weapon known as the T-virus. My employer, the Umbrella Corporation, engineered this virus. And they ordered my team to develop a vaccine, which we did. Now, I keep samples of this vaccine here in my office. The rest of it is stored underground. But those sons of bitches at the board, they want to destroy it. They don't want the world to know what they've done. So they're trying to erase all evidence that the virus ever existed. No, I'm not a fool. I know they don't want me to...
I got Julie all along. And she trusted me anyway. Fuck!
See, breaking things always works, always opens doors.
Here? All right, Joe. Hang tight.
And as much as I would like to see the park in the remake, cause it's kind of that it kind of present opportunities to for some enemies, for some jump scares, for some nice flora in the game. I'm kind of grateful that they made this jump to the laboratory section more fluid, more seamless.
You're gonna be okay, Joe.
And judging by the looks of it, I think we're gonna hit the factory and the lab at the same time.
Come on. This shit better work.
Tyrell. What the hell happened?
Attention all citizens. The contagion spreading throughout the city has been designated uncontainable. On October 1st, Raccoon City will be completely destroyed in a missile strike. All residents capable of rational thought are urged to evacuate immediately. This is not a test. Attention all citizens.
I mean, that's only a day away. There's still people in the city. You think Uncle Sam gives a shit? Fuck. Here they come. Oh, you sit tight. I got this.
What I would like to see is Tyrell's struggle through the city. Maybe some DLC or something. Because the way he opens that door is holy shit. And I think those zombies followed his blood stench. Or the smell of his blood. I think this is how the Horde found Carlos. Just convenient enough when Tyrell is coming. I think he just fucking got bit and hauled ass to the hospital. Do you see those sometimes when you rub your eye and these kind of things appear?
I'm gonna try to lower the window shutters. The less entry points, the better. And how do we do that? I'll try hacking into the hospital security system. Keep them off me in the meantime.
Or maybe the zombies followed the loud machine gun fire.
Okay, now the fun shit begins.
Just so you know, this is a contest for who gets the most bites in a Resident Evil playthrough on YouTube, and I think I'm holding the record to that.
So what I noticed in the original, when you're fighting the gravedigger, is if you want the street lights to fall into the water, you need to drag him around or you have to lure him around the map or the area, so he hits them kind of from left and right, and that's the only way to get them into the water, because this fight is by far the toughest one. It's a bullet sponge like nothing else, and he does decent damage. So if you want to end this a little bit quicker, or much more quicker without wasting most of your high-grade ammo, you might just, you know, run around left and right and force him to surface. What I also like here about these hunters in the remake is that their kind of skull pops open when you do enough damage. And there goes the first light. Beautiful dodge. And there goes the second. And the next time he surfaces, he will be dead. Oh, come on, boy. You want it. Here we go. And here comes the horde. This is kind of the equivalent of the elevator scene from the original, where you just wail on those zombies. Oh shit! I don't have any ammo left. Holy shit! I was kind of looking forward to just having it on record. Just bam, 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 bam into those zombies. But we have some handgun ammo, so the idea isn't completely wasted. Now that was a perfectly controlled explosion. Carlos, I'm proud of you.
Carlos, you alright? Not even close. But at least it's over. I'm coming back.
Vaccine's the real deal.
Good.
You going somewhere?
You damn right.
What do you think you're gonna do? Whole city's about to be microwaved.
Come on, man. Call the government. Tell them we found a cure. You stall for time.
Ballsy motherfucker.
I have to say, I like Tyrell a lot in the remake. For the limited amount of time that he got in the original, they really made a likable character out of him.
Jill. Thank God you're okay. I've got good news. It's over now. The city's safe.
It's the only way.
Attention all citizens. The missile strike on Raccoon City will occur in just hours. The payload is designed to eradicate all biological material. You will not survive if you remain in the city.
October 1st?
Evacuate now. Repeat.
No.
Evacuate
It
now.
can't be.
This is not a test.
Well, here we go. My most hated puzzle that I think I'm gonna do on the first try. Yeah, some item management here and some puzzle solving there. Here we go, the G18, the burst model. Yeah, I took that one so I can make some or do some crowd control a little better.
Saved my life.
I sure as shit didn't. That was all Carlos. He carried you here and he treated you himself, crazy bastard.
Where is he?
He went underground. Bard stockpiled the vaccine, enough to give the city some hope.
He thinks he can do this by himself. I'm going after him.
Wait, did you see the broadcast? They're gonna blow the city sky high. I'm trying to get a hold of someone, anyone with the clearance to stop it. Leave this mess to him. He's a professional.
So am I.
Right. Guess I'm not talking you out of this. The storage facility is underground, beneath this hospital. I've lost contact with Carlos, so expect trouble.
Checking, and yeah, I think we did it. Yeah, beautiful, perfect. So what I did in the original is I switched it up a little bit. So we do the puzzle, the water purification puzzle first. In the original playthrough that I did on this channel, I stayed on the bridge and pushed Nemesis down, and in this one I jumped off myself, so I can do this puzzle first. That way some dialogues, some cutscenes are different, and a little Easter egg ending will play at the end of the playthrough, which I might just do a how to do this video on the channel if time serves. Well, it's not like I can hit the gym or anything.
And what I kind of don't like is that I didn't got the digital version of the game, and therefore I don't have the Jill outfit from the original game, and I can't even buy it. And I have to ask the question, Capcom, do you hate money? I would give you the $4 for both the costumes, because costumes are replay value for me. And I have no idea why they aren't here, or if they're gonna be here at some point. I would like to know. Because I would buy it. I mean, I bought the season pass for the second one. I played the game again with every single costume, so there's like 5 extra playthroughs. I think this was the spot that I told you about in the first game, in the first playthrough that I did, that I got the trophy for the unlocking all of the yellow logs. Kind of buggy mechanics. I hope this doesn't come back to haunt me later. Setting some incredible traps here. If I can't dodge them well, then I have to lure them in.
I think I can squeeze
And that is the same kind of way. I kind of ran by here like 5 or 6 times until I don't know, maybe I took the turn a little bit more wider, and then I noticed, hey, I can go down here, and that's when I found this baby. Although I would like to see the Magnum, the revolver, a little bit more, cause I'm kind of a sucker for those. Yeah, that's kind of a wasted opportunity here. But I think they were trying to stay consistent with the Magnum through the second and the third game. And here I'm wasting ammo in the third game so I can reload with the enhanced ammo.
because as I said in the first playthrough that I have of Resident Evil 3 here, is that you cannot reload automatically from standard to enhanced ammo, and I sometimes get caught up in the fight, and then I, you know, try to squeeze the trigger and shit's coming out. Okay, we are at the end in both of the games.
How is it no one in the hospital ever noticed all this?
Because there was a lock, and titanium lock, that held the other people back. And you know, she asked how doesn't anyone ever notice. You know, people are compliant to if you tell someone, hey, you're not allowed to go there, people aren't go there. I mean, I noticed from experience at my job, I think I worked 10 years there. Yeah, it's about 10 years. And there wasn't one instant that I was in the basement, because there's nothing, there wasn't a necessity to go there, and I just noticed, hey, I'm 10 years at this place and I never was in the basement. So it's pretty easy to just oversee things, because you don't care. I think Spider-Man, which one was it? Web of Shadows or Friend or Foe? Something like that. Or was it in the Avengers? That Nick Fury says, that Spider-Man asks, hey, you have a flying fortress over the city. And Nick Fury answers, hey, you would be amazed how many people are looking up. And in the Nemesis fight in the disposal facility, I kinda thought that I would have the disadvantage when I have the enhanced ammo, but this is pretty much a killer strategy to get rid of him, because he takes so much damage. I think it's, even with the handgun, you can do some serious damage to him without using the acid here. Because he's already very, very slow here. And I downed him, yeah. But you can keep shooting, because this is one of the instances that you don't have the time to fuck around with him. I think I got Nemesis this time around even faster than last time with the Magnum ammo. I have no idea how this works. I would like to see the statistics on how much enchanted ammo stacks against those high ranking ammo types like the ice rounds or acid rounds maybe, or even the revolver rounds. I would like to know how effective is a clip of enhanced ammo, like 15 shots, against a clip of a Magnum. Those 6 shots, you know. If it's kind of the same, or if it does make a difference. Yeah, you have to check the pale heads, and just because if they are, you know, steaming, it means they are regenerating. And when I first played this, I was like, holy shit, those containers, who the fuck just, you know, packs people in there and waits for them to transform? Or those gammas, you know, just pack them into a container, and what for? And then excuse me, I noticed that these are ready for shipment, you know, packed on those trucks that we saw when we came in here. These were ready for deployment, you know, for some field testing, or maybe ready to sell to the highest bidder. And this is an extra boss fight that you will only get, well, I'm talking of course about the original here, that you will only get when you jump down at the nemesis encounter on the bridge, and if you take the option fight the helicopter. And there is a chance to down him. I thought with the enhanced ammo I could do it, but I couldn't. The revolver finishes him off in like 5 shots, and the grenade launcher I think also like 6 rounds or something, depending on the rounds. You can down him. But if you don't, he just flies away, haha, saying fuck you, you're done. And I could have sworn that I left these subtitles on, but I think I didn't. Shit. Well, doesn't matter. Watch the other video too. Gives me some watch time. And don't you dare jumping around in the video. I know. Well, what the fuck you were thinking? He would do wait around for you? The first time I played this, I didn't had this upgrade. I only saw it in a playthrough of another YouTuber that you can get this upgrade, and then just Googled the outcome where it is, because normally I wouldn't go this way. It's both of these weapons are kind of a secret, or the weapon and the upgrade are kind of a secret. And this is where the secret ending in the original kind of begins. You wouldn't get this cutscene normally. You have to meet some requirements here. I think I make a video on that.
Tyrell.
I got through. They're willing to negotiate. They'll call off the strike if, and this is one big-ass if, we can deliver the vaccine to them before they launch.
How long do we have?
Hours, maybe.
Then let's not waste one more second.
This way. We'll find the vaccine up ahead.
I think the code is 2236.
Sure you don't need to stop?
Stop and do what? I got your back.
All right, let's get this done.
And I like it also that she began to trust Tyrell in the end, right before,
Tyrell! Stop! Keep going. We're almost there. No!
And Jill is plenty fast. I think that's why she's kind of preserving against Nemesis this whole time, because Umbrella didn't took into consideration how nimble Jill is on her feet, because the Nemesis is such a brutal but still slow force to be reckoned with. I mean, he has those jumps, he has plenty of strength, but sometimes being small and fitting into spaces, it's much more useful than just being huge, fast, and strong. Sometimes just being fast is enough. Also, you can use your smarts to turn the fight around. And we are at the end, at the final boss fight in Resident Evil 3 Nemesis.
See, I knew this was coming. And here we go with the transformation of Nemesis, this final transformation. And I have no idea where he came from. if he kind of forced himself through a hole in the wall, if there is something open up there, I have no idea how he managed to come here. And this is the place that I was talking about with when we did the vaccine with Carlos. That's the station where we are going to make a vaccine with Jill.
Override key successfully generated.
What have we here?
Override key removed. Override complete.
While playing on hard mode in the original, you can damage Nemesis enough that he will get finished by just one railgun shot. But and it's a big ass but. I think only the revolver does enough damage in this period of time, in between those two shots. Of course, you can use the ice rounds or the flame rounds or the rocket launcher, because there is a rocket launcher which I didn't pick up in both of the playthroughs, that you can use to damage Nemesis enough so one railgun shot is enough. But also always be careful, because I remember one playthrough that I have, and this happens to me on Resident Evil 2 on Resident Evil 3 respectively, that I fuck up at the very end. In my Resident Evil 2 playthrough, I told you that I played Resident Evil 2 1 year, and I was at the end, and one of these naked zombies just bit me to death and pushed me. Well, he bit me and then pushed me into another zombie, and then they bit me to death. And with Resident Evil 3, I was just, you know, shooting the shit, playing around with it, with the game, and the moment I was in this you know in this way that the rocket just shot free for me, I was reloading, and I was listening to music. I didn't heard the countdown, and the rocket just hit me, and it was over. Well, the first rocket, when it hit me, it wasn't over, but the second rocket just, you know, finished me off for good.
This must be what powers it.
And what I kind of like about this ending, that Barry picks you up.
which the remake elaborates a little bit on that, is how Barry knew that he has to pick up Jill is because there was this news broadcast that told everyone to get out Raccoon City, and he decided, hey, Jill is in there still. I know for a fact she is, and I need to go to pick her up. And I really like this, how some of the facts or informations from the remake still have an impact on the original game. Or this tyrant making facility is also one such little detail that kind of lets you picture for yourself how these things are made, or where those things are made. And that not every tyrant is a success, as you saw. It kind of reminds me of Alien 4, where you saw those failed Ripley experiments. And there's also, I think, a video that kind of draws lines in between the similarities between Alien and Resident Evil 3 remake. Which is okay, Alien is awesome. And we are done with Resident Evil 3 Nemesis. Okay. So as I said, it's about 20 minutes of difference. Here we go, little tyrant babies. Nemesis babies, maybe? Liquor babies? Babies, liquor maybes. I watch too much Arrested Development. And these are tyrants, I think, ready for shipment. You know, to get dressed and headed and just sent off to the buyer. See this time that I have there, 347 and grade C is just because I had to, you know, connect some playthroughs or save states just not to start over. And we have full screen. Yay.
To begin vaccine synthesis, place the materials in the chamber.
First time round. Perfect. I love those.
Synthesizing vaccine.
Yes.
Synthesis complete. Please remove the vaccine canister.
Dude, if I would try to do that, I would stab my face like 20 times. I would never hit the tentacle. I just, you know, would ram it into there and just try to cut it off, not just stab it, because, as I said, I would rather, you know, cut my nose off than hit the tentacle. And also I was amazed at how much ammo and how much resources I had at this point. I think this is by far one of my best playthroughs here. Well, just from a resource standpoint, that I had so much ammo, so much shit that I didn't know what to leave behind, because I don't like wasting things, just leave them behind.
Is this place?
This is the acid room that we fought Nemesis in, the waste disposal room. What do you mean closed?
Nikolai, don't! The city needs that vaccine!
More than I do. I don't think wisdom I've been trying to impart on you is getting through. Now I know you can't put a price on life. But I'm in this business to get paid. So let's make a deal. You go down there, battle the nemesis, and I'll recall it all and sell the combat out. Put on a good show, and maybe I don't need the vaccine. Agreed? Good.
And just so you know, this is the second try. I got bitten to death by zombies in this fight, because they, as I said, I'm always amazed at how fast they can creep up on you. And this boss fight is also just sheer panic, especially the second phase where you have to shoot those lights of the tanks.
Jill, is that you?
Carlos?
You're okay. Let me spot for you.
Good idea.
here the burst, the burst functionality of the handgun comes very handy, because sometimes you just you just miss it by a millimeter, and Nemesis is fast to react, way faster than you are, so that's better to have here, this burst fire handgun. Well, in general, the whole final boss thing here is better to have the burst fire gun here. And as soon as the zombies come in, just run up to them and shoot them. It's the way safer way. And see, you can still react to the commands that Carlos gives you. And also, you just saw that how fast she draw the weapon, and in the process of drawing the weapon, she already was shooting at him, which is very, very handy, because in this form, this second form, you have very limited time to react. And I imagine this being a real nightmare on nightmare. I don't think you can do anything here when he's like that. You can just dodge. I don't think the electro wave will hit him sufficiently enough to just roll him down. Oh, just look at the scar on her chest. Just look at it. Oh, come on, dude. That was the second round. Third round! Didn't hit. Oh, okay. 4 rounds just, blew off in the air. Ay, ay, ay.
Here comes some more. Number 1.
Beautiful. Is that it? Yeah, I think it is. Beautiful.
Jill! Here comes a crane. Use it to climb up.
Come on. Come on.
Jill, stay back! Now get on!
And once I saw this mush that Carlos melted Nemesis into, I was like, holy shit, how are they gonna portray him here? And I was more than satisfied with what I saw.
Okay, I'll meet you up ahead.
Nikolai, where did you go? I have to get that vaccine back.
Do we have anything to heal? Yeah, more than enough. And I think the final boss area provides also more than enough healing items, so you can persevere here. It's more of a kind of, Sephiroth battle, so Cloud can use the Omni Slash.
It's done. Give me the vaccine, you greedy son of a bitch.
No. You bring money. I like her. We shall make ours an ongoing arrangement. Now drop the gun.
Holy shit. How fast it grown, right? Now that's a beautiful flower, if I've ever saw one.
Have you ever seen anything so incredible? The data on this would be worth millions. But, you know how it is. City's about to explode, and you can't put a price on life. Good luck!
Nikolai!
Jill!
Go after Nikolai! He's got the vaccine!
What about you?
We're running out of time. I've got this.
And again, what the fuck makes you think
Just so you know,
you got this?
this is the last fucking
And
time.
what makes you think that you can even destroy such a thing? I'm troubled. I'm puzzled here. You know, I saw a monster, or I see a monster, and my first thing is, yeah, I can take it down. Mostly when I'm built like a toothpick. And most people that I saw that played this are comparing this fight to Metal Gear. If you like Metal Gear, you're gonna like this. But there's another game that Jill straight stole the final shot from. And if you know what game it is, then you are fucking awesome. And if you can guess what game she stole that final shot from, I will personally arrange a date with you and the model that gave her face for Jill. Promised. It's a legit thing. Yeah, also in this fight, don't risk it getting below fine health, because he can, with one arm swing, he can kill you or grab you and then finish you off, and caution isn't enough.
I'm gonna put you right back on your ass.
One power source remaining.
So the second one, I'd recommend you destroy all the bubbles.
All power sources activated. Powering
You think
up.
I don't know how to fuck you up?
I mean, it's good to have a mindset, hey, I can do this, but there's mindset and there's insanity, and I think that's what it is here. So, okay, there's one gaming character, an icon, you might say, that did this final shot, and Jill stole it right away from him. So if you know, as I said, the offer still stands. You get a date with the model. I have contacts to her on Instagram, so I'll make it happen for you. So we are done homage. It is. It's almost 3:30. Yeah, the playthrough is almost 3:30. Or when we're done, it's gonna be 3:30. So I did this voiceover in one take, without eating, without drinking, without going to the toilet. I pretty much almost killed myself for you guys here. So I hope you appreciate that. And yeah, see you guys in the next video. Take care.
I can still catch him. Oh no.
not going to stop. Promised you this, didn't I?
No! Do you have any idea what you've just done?
No, don't care. My client ordered me to reduce Umbrella to rub.
10 minutes until missile impact.
The missile has launched. And that is my cue. Goodbye, Miss Valentine. Shame you didn't listen to me when you had the chance.
Jill! Shoot him!
I can't! I'll hit you!
Do it! You have to! There's no other way.
Carlos!
Hey, I told you I couldn't leave you in a Carlos's world. That would just be too cruel. What about him?
Why'd you do it?
There's a price tag for everything. Even letting the world burn.
Who are you working for?
I'll tell you, if you get me out of here. I'll pay you whatever you want. You're a fool. You're a fool! If I die, you'll never find out the truth.
I don't mind a little detective work.
Jill, you all right?
There it is.
It's finally over.
So long, RC.
I felt empty and cold as the heat from the blast washed over us. All this death wasn't caused by a monster-making virus. It was greed. Human greed. I decided then and there, the ashes of Raccoon City would be Umbrella's ashes too. I would end them, once and for all.